So let's talk about the economic impact of DeepSeek. Today, NVIDIA lost almost $600 billion in value. The world's richest tech leaders lost $108 billion in a single day. This is absolute annihilation, but it's not just about tech loss. The dust will settle here. It's about something more important. With DeepSeek, they built an AI system that matches the best American models, and instead of spending billions like US companies did, they did it for just $6 million, and it's all open source. Here, efficiency matters a lot more than raw spending. Instead of running massive models that require endless computing power, they built a smarter system. They had to work around sanctions, so they got pretty creative. Hypothetically, there's probably some element of borrowing going on here, but American companies borrowed from the internet to train their models, so. Traditional AI models are kind of like keeping every appliance in your house running all of the time, whereas DeepSeek is just turning on the lights that you need in the room that you're in. And it's about more than just the models being more efficient, it's about the physical infrastructure. American tech companies are trying to raise $500 billion to build up these massive data centers that strain our power grids and our water supplies. And DeepSeek is like, hey, there's a more sustainable path here. Technological progress doesn't have to mean endless consumption. But the problem with the United States is that we've built this entire system, the entire S&P 500, around ideas that require massive capital investment. And you can say there's a talent issue going on too. The best minds of our generation are memeing coin. And for good reason, it's profitable. We measure success by dollars spent rather than problems solved. And that just won't work, I don't think, anymore. And so the reason the stock market sold off today is because investors are like, hey, this current AI business model built on massive spending and proprietary technology is probably wrong. Number one, you don't need to spend that money. And number two, LLMs are going to be commoditized. It's not your technology. And this is all happening at the same time that the AI overlords are like, oh, there's going to be a massive change to the social structure.
Still expect that there will be some change required to the social contract, given how powerful we expect this technology to be.
And it's like, who gave you that power? And are you going to pay a tax on that? And so this is actually good because we have been confusing spending with innovation. And the American AI companies have been very innovative, but China's also been able to do a lot more than just this. There's like an internal Cold War going on with the United States. We are battling our own assumptions. We seem to think that expensive, resource-hungry approaches are always the right approach, and it's not. And data companies are also probably going to be very successful.
If you're planning on downloading the Chinese AI app DeepSeek, please read the terms and conditions first. DeepSeek retains user data even after an account is deleted. The app explicitly states it has the right to monitor user inputs and outputs, which include sensitive and strategic information. It has the right to process all user data, update the terms and conditions without consent. The app is governed by Chinese law, which means if the Chinese government wants access to the data, that is mandatory. If you're planning on downloading the Chinese AI app DeepSeek, please read the terms and conditions first. DeepSeek retains user data even after an account is deleted. The app explicitly states it has the right to monitor user inputs and outputs, which include sensitive and strategic information. It has the right to process all user data, update the terms and conditions without consent. The app is governed by Chinese law, which means if the Chinese government wants access to the data, that is mandatory.
DeepSeek, a Chinese artificial intelligence company founded in Hangzhou, has taken the tech world by surprise with its AI-powered chatbot, which has become the most downloaded free app on Apple's store since its landscape.